Well, the flood's just gone. It's been really non-stop rain, really heavy rain. Most places are flooded, I believe. I have always said that it's the end of the world if I get flooded up here, because I live so high up. That's the reason it's always so cold and always so windy. The fish, well, they don't seem to be doing too bad. The temperature's holding its own. They're not eating, obviously, because it's far too cold. I keep putting little snacks in for them ever so often, but they all go into the skimmer. They don't eat them. It's bitterly cold today. It must be, I would say it's about 6°C outside the pond. Inside the pond it's warmer with the covers being on, and it's 9.3, so it's still not that warm. I've just been looking at the shed here for the solar panels, which I want to start putting up shortly. Now, because of such high winds I get here, and the winds are high, you're talking up to 100 miles an hour sometimes. I don't think I would be able to put them on the roof of the shed. So the next alternative would be to put them along the front of the shed, the summer house here. I've got two spare areas at the side. I've got this one here, which is basically an entrance to the back of the summer house, where it's specially storage. So the width on this, walk through this water if I can. Yeah, the width isn't that big. I would say about maybe 14 inches. So that would block that area off, which then basically leaves this area here, which is 14 inches, but gives me the width because there's nothing there but plants. So two panels would go on there with ease. The only problem I've got there would be, one is the fence. Whether the fence would shade the two panels. But I think if I angle them, let's get that word out right, if I angle them, say at 5 degrees, I should manage to get quite a bit of sun. In fact, I could possibly get 4 panels in here, because it's unlimited to this side really. The only problem would be in the summer would be the pear tree here. So I'd have to cut the branches off that came this way to make it. As for the pond, we'll have a look at the filters, see what they're like. They're not been touched for a while, and they are, well, the water's clear. There we go. It's catching all the dirt, and the water itself is clear. It's the same in all three. I still haven't put to use the bin that I found, which is this one here. At the moment it's just got storage in it. It's got all the old pond stuff in it. I fixed the lid. The lid was snapped off here, but I managed to fix it, so the lid now does close properly. I need some plastic paint. Is it plastic paint they call it? To hand paint it black. And look at getting this into use in some way or other this coming year. It's probably maybe I was thinking of a filter, but the depth would be the problem. It would be quite difficult to clean out, so it might just be filled with K1 and other material. Although somebody did suggest putting the pipe into the bottom and running the water from the bottom up through stone, through pebbles, through pea gravel or something like that. And then somebody else suggested sand, running the water up through sand, and the water at the top would be perfectly clean. But then you've got the problem, surely the sand would soak up all the dirt, and you would have the problem of cleaning all the sand out every so often. So anybody got any ideas, let me know and I'll look them over. Let's say this is flooded. Next year the cress is doing well. This will go into the veg filter that I'm going to be doing for next year. I was quite happy in the bin there, and next to that is the strawberries. Both of these will go into the veg filter. The strawberries obviously would just continue to grow all the time and expand, so they need to be confined. As for the cress, this is still growing, so I presume that it will be basically the same for next year. This is, they say that this type of cress does not seed. It grows from roots, so that would be a good thing, because then it's not going to die off. So there's a lot to do for next year. Start some of it now in the winter, and get it ready for the pond when the pond fully opens again in the spring. But the fish seem okay and swimming around quite happily in the water there. It's not too cold for them. It's deep enough for them to get down to the warmth. And in the past I did think about heating, but it was just uneconomic. It was just far too expensive. So we'll leave it there for today. Please subscribe and give me any ideas that you may have on the solar panels or on the bin filter, and I'll look at all of them and I'll see what the ideas are like, and I may use some of them. Take care, subscribe, see you in the next one.